Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to our HTML training session. Today we will talk about HTML style. HTML styles guide the web browser and how to display elements on a web page, including aspects like color, fonts, size, and layouts. These help ensure your content appears actually the way you want. Using the style attribute in HTML, you can directly add style to an element. For example, if we apply the style attribute to a p tag with color red, the text within that tag will appear in red. Let me show you an example. I open this in a tab and you can see that this is a red paragraph and it's displayed in red. Now, if I want to change this text color to green, I can modify the color to green and the text will turn green. Similarly, if I want to in blue, I can set the color to blue. I can also use the hexadecimal color code or intense. If I set color to like this, the text will appear in a light gray shade. If I set it to like this, it will appear black. This is because it's the color code for black. This hexadecimal code will be covered later in the topic on HTML color. Let me change the color to brown and you will see the text turn brown. This demonstrates how we can use the style attribute to change the color of an element. Here, the p tag is styled with style color red. In this case, color is the property, red is the value of properties. Style is the attribute, the text. This is the red paragraph, and the content within the p tag. The p tag start and at specified point, making it a complete paragraph elements. Now, let's move on to some common style attribute properties. Color. This property set the color of text. For example, color red will make the text red. Font size. This property sets the size of the font. For instance, font size to 60 pixel. Font family. This property specifies the font type or family. Font belong the various families such as Arial, sans serif, background color. This property sets the background color of an element. For example, you can use a color code like this to apply a light gray background color. Border. This property sets the border style of an element. For instance, a border can be defined as 1 pixel solid black, which create a solid black border of 1 pixel with around the elements. Margin. This property set the space around an element. For example, margin 10 pixel will create a 10 pixel gap around the elements. Padding. This property set the space inside an element. For example, padding create space between the element's content and its border. Now, let's talk about text align. This property helps us align content or elements. For example, if you want the content to be aligned to the left, center, or right, you can use the text align property. Next, we have with this property set the width of an element. For example, if you set width 200 pixel, the width of the elements will be 200 pixel. The height property set the height of an element. For example, if height 100 pixel is set, the element's height will be 100 pixel. Set the background color. You can quickly set the background color of an element. For example, in the body tag, you can set the background color to powder blue. So, let me copy this code and open my code editor so you can understand better. As you can see, the style attribute is used here and I have set the background color to powder blue. If I remove this style, the background will go back to its default state. Now, I will set the background color to so the heading you can try different color. For example, yellow using the background color property in the style attribute. The text inside the elements can also have a color applied. I can change the text color to white so the heading text will appear white. Next, let's see how we can change the font size using the font size property. For example, in the H1 tag, if we set font size 36 pixel, the heading will appear with a size of 36 pixel. For the paragraph text, if we set font size 18 pixel, I will change the size 18 pixel. I will modify the font size here. If I set it to 40 pixel, the heading size will increase. Now, if I increase the size of 70 pixel, the heading will become much larger. As you can see, this is how you can change the font size using the style attribute. Similarly, I can also adjust the paragraph size by changing the font size 36 pixel. So, size of the text here has become larger. This is the paragraph. If I want, I can change it to 12 pixel, making it smaller. If I apply 12 pixels, it will shrink. This is how we can set the font size. Now, let's move on to text alignment. As I explained, we can align our content to the center, left, or right. Let's see an example of this. I will go to the code editor and I will add the style attribute with the text align center. This will align the content up to the center. Now, the content will appear in the center. Similarly, I can align it to the right by using style text align and the content will shift to the right side. If I copy this and paste it into the paragraph, you will see that the content will appear on the right side. If I remove this, the content will return to the left side as left alignment is the default. Now, I want to keep the heading and the paragraph centered by default and using text align center and the paragraph are centered and I will set its align using text align left. This will align it to the left. For the third elements, I will align it to the right by using text align right. This way, we can align text as we like. For now, I will leave everything centered. Now, let's look at as using style tag. By using style tag, we can apply a style to multiple elements at once. I will open the code editor and demonstrate. Instead of using the style attribute for each element, we use style tag inside the head of the documents. I will apply style like giving the color blue to H1 and red to paragraph. Next, I want to text align center to the entry body, which will center everything. You will see the H1 in blue. The font size of the heading will be 28 pixel and the paragraph text will red and the paragraph font size will be 18 pixel. I will fix the margin and other properties as well. Now I will remove the font size. It is by default. Now I want to change the color to green for all H1 elements. So the color of all the H1 tag will become green. For all the P tag, I will change the color to yellow. So the paragraph color will become yellow. I also want to give the body a background color. I will simply write background and after choosing a color, I will apply it. So I will select orange and now the background color will be orange. The paragraph color will be changed to white to make the text move visible and the display look better. So this was about the basic style. If you have any more question, feel free to ask in the comments. Keep smiling and happy coding. Thank you.